ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video for Monday afternoon, the 27th of April. I don't think it rains much at all this week, but next week could be different as we trend cooler and wetter next week. Let's go out the window this afternoon. There's a look at our Birmingham Skycam shot looking south from the Daniel Building. A few fluffy fair weather cumulus clouds in the sky, and that's about it. Very similar sky down in Demopolis. That's on the Tombigbee River, about 50 miles south of Tuscaloosa, about 150 miles north of Mobile. Of course, all that water flows down here. Gulf of Mexico, it's a sunny, warm day on the Alabama Gulf Coast. Surf a little rough down there. There's been some riptide issues, but the weather is fine. Here's a look at the big picture this afternoon. Active convection on the western flank of the heat ridge, but look at the 588 circle all the way from Mobile to Boston. The East Coast, very, very warm and stormy back off to the west. Temperatures this afternoon right around 80 in Birmingham at 1 o'clock. These are 1 o'clock observations. Tuscaloosa leading the way at 83, and all week long we'll be up there somewhere between 80 and 85. Convective outlook for the rest of this afternoon and tonight. Got a slight risk of severe weather across much of Texas, north to near Detroit. And that would include places like Little Rock, Memphis, and Shreveport, Houston. But not here, of course. Day 2, slight risk over parts of West Texas. Day 3, Wednesday, a slight risk from the plains down into parts of north and western Texas. And, of course, all of the action stays west of here, and accordingly the rain will be heavier to the north and west. Rain amounts of almost 7 inches expected over east Oklahoma between now and Saturday morning. This is valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, and you can see South Alabama with nothing. The better rain opportunities would be up in the northwestern corner. Even there, it's not a lock. Again, I think the ridge holds. These things take longer to break down than many people think, and it might be next week before things really turn wet again. Here's the 12Z GFS valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow. 588 ridge over the East Coast. Big bowling ball trough out west over the Pacific Northwest. Down below that, showers and storms lined up from near Shreveport up to Buffalo. But just not going to make it in through here. Wednesday, same deal. The front surface boundary stalls out north of us. And again, this is when we might begin to mention isolated afternoon showers. And we'll probably do that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but I don't think it rains in most places. There's a look at Thursday, the most organized rain up north. Friday, same deal. And all across the board all week for the next 5 days, we're expecting highs up there in the low and mid-80s. What about the weekend? There's a look at Saturday. If you got something planned, we've got this old front just kind of hanging around, and that suggests there could be a few showers on Saturday north of Interstate 20 along and north of I-20 or from Birmingham north. I don't think it rains a lot. Just be aware that a few showers will be possible Saturday. There's not a lot of upper support for that. Sunday, the front just kind of fizzles out. Again, there could be a few showers, but this run looks relatively dry. But now look at next week. You can see this big trough beginning to break the ridge down off to the west. At the surface on Monday, things are looking wetter. The Gulf is wide open. You can see those streamlines coming in from the south. Still, that suggests really the most organized rain still could be west of here. Tuesday of next week, look at the trough forming over the middle of the nation. That should put us in a fairly wet pattern there. And Wednesday looks pretty wet. So as you can see, I just get the idea we might have to get into next week before things get wet and cooler here. Quick peek at the end of the forecast period. This is the 13th of May, and by golly, that old ridge is back. We really need a few good rain events here in May, but that's suggesting all of the real stormy action will be out west. And, yeah, we see down there at the bottom of the image a number of the GFS runs have painted tropical systems, and it's going to do that a lot. We know that the GFS is famous for bogus tropical systems, but June's going to be here before you know it, and the water's getting warmer, so we'll watch down there. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and of course we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Weather.